In the textile industry, there is now a clear business case. The perfect storm of factors now are making it the right time for the textile industry to look at this, right? So they often first want to look at consumer interest, and the research is out, the jury's out on whether or not consumers really are going to buy individual products based on their environmental or social performance. But they do buy brands because of a brand's particular reputation. And so that's one driving force. But then we have a bunch of risk factors. We have the fact that, and I'm not going to take these in any particular order, but we have the fact that we have a resource shortages also in the textile industry. So we have, in processing, there's a lack of water at some of the places where the water is being used for textile processing, wet processing. We have a problem with access to particular raw materials like cotton. So as you know, there's a limited amount of cotton out there. It represents almost 80% of the fabrics, the fiber that's used in clothing. And the demand, as we can project, for cotton is going to increase dramatically, and yet we don't see how we're going to put it all together based on the demand and what's available. So there's a basic raw material that's really in trouble, at risk. Then we have the market, the prices of things like cotton. So the prices of cotton, even though it's also being limited, the price is going up given what it takes to produce it. And so there's a real business case to try to shift to other types of basic fibers. Another element of the driving forces, the business case in the textile industry, has to do with the fact that there's a more sophisticated approach by some of the leading retailers to work with these issues. They want to, not co-opt is maybe the right word, but they want to be ahead of the game smartly. So we have something recently called the Sustainability Apparel Coalition, the Sustainable Apparel Coalition. And this is a group of from the Walmarts and the Adidas and Nikes and our homegrown H&M here, gathering to say we need to work on developing innovative approaches to design and product development. And we want to create an index that we can use to drive more innovative product development and ultimately reach out to consumers. So one of the business case aspects is that if you want to stay in the game, the level at which one has to perform is much higher because of what competitors are doing. So those are some of the elements in creating the business case.